What's up, people?
What up? Fix my mic. There we go. Oh, man.
Good God, my Discord just died, came back, died, came back.
That's pretty gross.
Shit, everybody, man, I'm running.
Come on. Everybody wants to get their hero points. Why is it do it? Oops, I did not.
Push it.
Shit, real good. Is going on?
Don't know. Is there supposed to be something happening?
No, I'm just dealing with some technical difficulties here. All right.
Look at those dice.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I forgot I gotta. Dice we're using now. Daddy won on the first 20 die I rolled. Yeah.
What is this 20 you speak of? I don't use those dice anymore.
I'm rolling that one.
Okay. So just click on the name of the scroll, not the little wrench next to it.
Okay. What does the push do again?
Push, that's where you re-roll the dices that weren't sixes, but you get stress for doing it
Right.
when you try to double down when everything is fucking up.
I knew there was something with the re-rolling of the dice, and I knew there was something else that we got for it. I couldn't remember what.
Yeah, there's the push the roll where you double down, but it increases your stress. And you can only do that once. There's the story points. If you have one, it's after the roll, but you can get an automatic success for it.
Wait,
And then
it's after the roll?
story points. In a cinematic scenario, you can spend a story point to get one automatic success in a dice roll. You
Oh.
can spend this story point even after a failed roll, or even after a successful roll in order to get the extra success.
Okay.
I was going back through the things because it's been too long to go from memory.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That happens to be the page that I have open right now, so. Or I would not have had the exact wording like that. And if I remember correctly, I think there was something about not being able to push after. I think you also can't push after a panic thing, right?
Well, yeah. If yes, if you panic, you cannot push.
Okay. I was trying to remember if that was the case, even if it's where you get the result, where you keep it together and actually succeed at the action. I think there was something like that.
I was just looking at the panic rules. Let's see. Panic roll.
Oh yeah, no, here it is. It's on page 61. When you roll a stress dice and a skill roll and one or more face hugger comes up, you cannot push the roll.
Right. Yeah. And the action you're attempting is replaced by the panic result.
Yeah.
That's important to know it. So sometimes it'll tell you lose your next slow action or something like that. But that's a tough.
Yeah.
That's a rule that kind of. If the panic was the result of a skill check or an action, the action is canceled and immediately replaced by the forced panic action, even if you rolled success.
Right. But several of the low panic action results are you keep it together and the action happens, or the action happens.
Right. It'll
but
mention
also
it.
a thing.
If it specifically says you can still do the action.
I was just thinking with this, it means that even if you get one of those, you still cannot push.
Right you are.
Okay, cool. Think I've got it down.
Okay. If for some reason it's not pumping the music through, so you have to. Does anybody need the link for Sirenscape or anything?
We're using that outdated system.
Yeah, it would help to have it just dropped into a chat.
I think it's pinned in the
It
Pathfinder.
might be. Who knows? That might have changed. Give me a sec.
Yeah, I remember there were pins with old ones. That's why I was thinking current link would be good, just to be sure. Oh, right. There's also the thing where if you're shooting a gun, rolling a face hugger also means you empty the
out of
magazine
ammo.
on top of the panic roll.
Yeah. That's the way ammo is tracked in this game. It's tracked in reloads only. Oh, I just turned back to Forza and I see all these dice now. Okay. Let me check a few things. Yeah. Okay. Mm. All right. Where to begin on this one? Who remembers what happened last time on Aliens? Not gonna need to worry about it.
I was
so
gonna
much.
say I can try.
But I think it would be good for us to do a a little bit of a recap of just kind of the story so far. The
Terrible internet issues here, so
what does that
Uh,
mean?
leave and come back. It's because of that. Oddly enough, I'm not having any issue with Valkyrie at the moment, but Discord fucking hates me.
You keep getting booted out of Discord?
Yeah.
Oh. Don't even hear those noises.
Yeah, I haven't heard any of them either. That is weird.
I mean, I go to a black screen and I can't hear anything you guys are saying.
Okay. Yeah, I believe it. It's just like it isn't doing the someone left the channel thing.
Yeah, like
to
I
other
got
people.
disconnected.
No,
Yeah.
he's lying.
I am. It's true.
Fucking liar. Just want
It's
attention.
all true.
That's all you want.
Yeah, that's it.
It's here. The fuck are you talking about, Sirenscape?
Oh man, that's some good grooving music right there.
You like it? You like that groove? Okay. Okay.
There's always a ski, huh? See, we've got a Colonel Dr. Jabakowski.
It's multicultural. All right, so the first scenario we played involved a crew of the Montero, the USCS Montero, was diverted to intercept a ship that had been missing for over 70 years. The Cronus, a science vessel that was dispatched to the fringes of space, and it has been reported missing, like I said, for over 70 years. A few of the characters you played had more information than others. When it came down to it, you boarded the ship, and everybody was in cryo sleep, right? And there were strange things going on the ship. You know, there were these weird polyps kind of in the hallways, and there were some weird ass aliens stalking the hallways as well. And then you talked to the crew for a little bit, and they told you what their mission was: to investigate a life form. And things got crazy, and they fled, but they left some people behind too, right? I don't know if you remember that detail. They jettisoned the science capsule, and some folks were left behind. And then it just shit went to hell. But they were infected, as you recall, I'm sure, right? You all remember that? Yep.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, and I remember that they were like, one of them was trying to create a vaccine for the infection.
Right. Yes. One of them used a bit of the alien substance to create a vaccine to fight off the organisms that were mutating inside of them, and they kind of worked, except they was a high probability that you'd be mutated into something far worse. So instead of like, being a host to an organism, they became like a completely new and unique organism as a side effect of the vaccine. So obviously not perfect.
That dies.
It's
It's not.
yeah.
Perfect is
It's a
debatable.
minor,
It's like a
minor
90%.
drawback.
It was like a 90% chance that you'd be mutated. Because I remember they were asking folks if they want to take the vaccine. And you actually encountered a few of the folks that were mutated as a result of taking the vaccine as well. And then after that, I don't think anything really. I mean, yeah, she went to hell, and
And some deaths were involved.
some deaths were involved. Yeah.
Couple people died. Some were murdered. Typical Tuesday.
Wednesday.
So
Now it was Tuesday on the ship.
then the next scenario we played was kind of branched out of the first one because it had they had refined the 26 Draconis serum a bit, where it was actually a little more effective, well, there was a whole bunch of stuff happening there on the planet as well. That was a military installation that was under martial law, and the alien research, as it always does, breaks out of hand,
And totally no rebels were
is-
killed.
no rebels were killed. Nope, not at all.
No one died to rocket launcher either.
Now, in the wake of the events that transpired during that second scenario, there was a science, what do you call it? Like a United Nations thing where they pooled their scientists to study some of this phenomenon that was going on, because they were encountering these strange beings that were just appearing in orbit over space and then dropping like a freaking all these bombs, these virus bombs, which is what happened during Act 2 of your Marine scenario. And now your characters are part of a science team that has been dispatched from the Gil-Galad Institute. I think I'm totally not pronouncing it right.
Gilgamesh.
Now, who hasn't read the story about the mother thing? What's the situation? Who
Is
hasn't
that
read it?
thing you posted a couple weeks ago?
Yes.
God, I read it a couple of weeks ago. I probably should have.
Yeah, I'm
I
looking
meant
at
to
it right now, actually.
meant to
You
read
can
it
read
this
it.
morning, but
You know
I
what?
do remember them talking about coffee the last time we were playing this game. Good,
You know
good
what?
coffee.
Let's get our resident narrator.
You're bringing in a ringer, a professional.
Yes. Why don't we?
award nominated.
We want it in the sexy voice. In the,
I mean, he didn't
the
win,
romance,
but-
the romance novel voice. Yeah, I'm sure you've memorized it.
Oh yeah, totally. You want me? I'll read it. You want me to read it?
Let me think if I'm ready to get to that point yet. I think so. Yeah. You guys ready for this?
Sure, why not?
All right. We got
Can I get a virtual autograph?
7,000 people watching right now. So this.
All right. Well, I apologize if there's any baby screaming in the
Is the
background.
music okay? Do you need
Oh,
something?
he needs to get to his sound booth for this.
Oh, did you post the link for Sirenscape? I didn't.
I did.
I'm on it, but I don't hear anything. So
Really?
Where's your volume at? It's working for me. It isn't as loud as some of the previous things were, so I did have to set the volume higher.
Okay. All right. While it's a little quiet right now, I guess I'll start. What's the story, Mother? You're an international science team, handpicked by Wayland Yutani to investigate a new form of life. It's a survey, sample, and assay job, but one where you were offered book deals, benefits, university tenure, and lots of money to accept. You were hastily contracted and transported past the Outer Rim aboard an understaffed plasma trawler called Setorina. Am I saying that right?
Works.
After a 3-month cryo sleep trip, you've arrived at your destination. The viewport shields in the galley slide open. A swirling whirlpool of pitch black greets you, set against a starry backdrop. The ravenous mass gulps torrents of plasma from 2 unraveling orange globes that were once dwarf stars. This is 26 Draconis, a restricted system that's home to the Ablason Black Hole. The powerful singularity is consuming both planets in its path and the system's 2 remaining stars. Whatever life they found is out there in all that. You're headed for Erebos, an orbiting Wayland Yutani plasma trawling platform and recharge station. You assemble on the observation deck for hot coffee, the only good thing on the ship, and the breathtaking view. The ship's bishop-type android, Gray, quietly places an activated modular computing device on the deck. From the company, I'm told, he whispers. The module sputters to life, projecting a holographic, antique desk before the viewport. A familiar-looking gentleman peers out from behind the monolithic furniture. He resembles the ship's android Gray, only a bit older and more tired. The man looks right through you and smiles. You look confused, probably wondering why a synthetic is sitting behind a mahogany desk. Understandable. I'm not a Bishop android. I created them.
Oh my god.
I'm Michael Bishop. I should be doing a Lance Henriksen.
You should be. It
voice.
sounds nothing like Lance Henriksen, by the way. Nothing.
And the lighting is shit, so I'm immersing this room.
I'm Michael Bishop, Company Director of Special Projects. I'm recording this August 7th, the year of our Lord 2185, the morning of your departure from Gateway Station. Mr. Bishop's hologram stands before the viewport, gesturing towards the black hole. Magnificent, isn't it? Living in that swirling plasma soup is a extremophile they're calling Hesdalian lights. The lights fit all the criteria for life, and they may even be intelligent. Erebos observed them swarming around a significant meteoric mass in the plasma field, so we gave the green light to anchor the meteor to the station for study. Erebos' science officer, name is Clerk, will brief you more on that when you arrive. Now, a couple of safety concerns. First, Erebos is a WY prison worksite. 99 conscripted convicts. Warden Douglas Stikes and his android officers maintain order. And there she goes.
Fucking Bishop. Okay. You want me to take over? You got some screaming going on?
I think.
Oh,
No, I
God,
think
the,
we'll
the
be okay.
xenomorph has got him. The xenomorph's got him.
Okay, yeah, you should take over.
All right. First,
It's worse.
I've
That
lost-
sound is
I've
coming from the
lost,
prison block.
let's see who does Lance Henriksen better. First.
I've lost containment. Containment unit breach.
First, Erebos is a WY, which is Wayland Yutani. Prison worksite, 99 conscripted convicts. Warden Douglas Stikes and his android officers maintain order. Just don't wander off alone. Second, that black hole puts out electromagnetic energies that can scramble your brain. Like staying awake during FTL, but much worse. If you feel depressed or paranoid, talk to Dr. Lark. And Dr. Lark is one of the people that are with you. She is... Hi! She is the psychological, person. And she's also an android. Sorry. Okay. So if you feel depressed or paranoid, talk to Dr. Lark. If you start feeling anything extreme, report to the Satellite's Medical Center. And he looks down at Webb. He's got the meds to help. Now, about these lights. How smart are they? Is there a pattern to their flashes? Are they trying to communicate? What exploitable properties do they exhibit? Bishop shakes his head and laughs. Ha 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 ha! Think of all we can learn from them. I only wish I could be there with you. Good luck. Shwink. The message ends. Okay. And why don't we power up the engines? Okay. There we go. A little establishing shot here. It's pretty cool. You are on the USCS. Is it USCS? I think it is. Cetrahina, which is a plasma. What's it called? What kind of ship is it? It's a
Plasma trawler.
plasma trawler. Okay, I wasn't sure if I was getting that confused with the station, because the station is also something like that as well.
It does say plasma trawling platform and recharge station. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's start with the Cetrahina. Yes, it is a plasma trawler, and if you have, I hope you guys have all seen this, but there was a 40th anniversary series of short films made by like really, really high quality stuff for Alien. Anybody see them? Anybody here see them?
I wasn't aware of them. I think
They're
I
really
probably need
good.
to go look those up.
They're really good.
I did not.
Oh fuck! I wish I had mentioned this sooner. Well, one of the short stories.
Well, you fucked up.
One of the short stories takes place on a plasma trawler, and the establishing shot of it is it's literally like flying in the wake of a comet and absorbing all of the tail material. It's fucking cool looking, and that's the kind of ship that you were on. But you should all watch the Alien 40th anniversary things. That's your homework assignment. And I have a picture of them, I believe. Oh yeah, this is what I'm doing with it. Okay. We're doing this.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. Nice giant round
just
and some kind of like
just a massive maw, like a whale, like one of those giant whales or whale sharks, or what are they? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Space whales?
Yeah,
So it's like a RAM scoop, but it's storing things, not just powering its own drives off it.
right. Pretty awesome. I love it. I was when I saw that in the short film, I was like, this is such a cool thing. So cool. So that's what you're on. You're not chasing a comet, obviously, though. You're on your way to direct the Erebos station. And I have this image here that I want to show you that's not from Alien or anything, but to give you an idea of what was described in that scene. I mean, you've got the remnants of these two dwarf stars, right? Being kind of sucked into this miasma of this singularity. So you've got a black hole and its accretion disk and the absorbing material that's coming from it. And it kind of looks a little like this, just as a sample image. It's not really, like I said, it's just like a separate artist rendition, but that's kind of what you're looking at, right? And the black hole is right there, smack dab in the center. Yeah, I mean this is usually what black holes look like, right? They have the black hole in the center, but they're constantly swarming mass around them, and it's usually in orbit for a while before it finally goes down the drain.
Okay. So like this plasma trawling station, is that like in orbit around one of those dwarf stars scraping off its corona or something?
So it is actually like situated right on the accretion disk of the black hole. And this is what it is.
Okay. So it's like scooping out of the stream that's streaming in from the star to the black hole then? Or-
Yes, correct.
Okay, just trying to get the picture right in my head.
Scooping out of the accretion disk, though. Yeah. I think there's another picture I can show you because that one looks kind of chopped off. Here's one. Yeah. Come on, to it. All right. Kind of insane, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Nah, there's nothing precarious about this situation.
No, it seems totally fine.
Totally under control. And you know what? To add icing to the cake, what's going on in the station?
I was wondering what the prison work details are doing there.
It's also a Weyland-Yutani prison.
Of course it is.
This has got relaxation written all.
Yeah, this is a vacation. And on top of all this craziness, what are you doing here? Why are you here?
Government grant money.
Dollar bills, yo.
I guess I'm just
Discovered
kind of
a
the bus
xenomorph
driver.
Extreme, xenomorph extreme.
Yeah, there's some weird life forms called the Hezdelin Lights.
Paychecks, bitches.
You're here to keep the nerds alive.
I'm gonna reread that section there.
Oh, that means we failed. That we got that question wrong, guys.
Okay, so living in that swirling plasma soup is a xenoextramophile that they're calling the Hezdelin Lights. And the lights fit all the criteria for life, and they might even be intelligent. Erebos observed them. Erebos is the station. Observed them swarming around a significant meteoric mass. Okay.
Right, which they've brought in and attached to the station for closer study.
Yes, sir. So we gave the green light to anchor the meteor to the station for study. That is what you know. Got it? So
Piece
the-
of
Got
cake.
it.
Okay, and then you've also been warned about the electromagnetic energies coming from the black hole that are known to fuck with your head.
Not yet.
Nice place for
That's great.
What? You talking?
That sounds great. Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Nice place to put a prison planet, also, right?
Yeah.
But like you said, you know, there are meds available from the medical officer on Erebos. Because remember, Erebos is a Weyland-Yutani facility, so this is a big wig with the company that's sent you here. And who do we have here as this cast of characters? Let's review what each one of these characters are doing on the ship at this time, as right after you've read this message or seen the message rather. And we'll just go left to right here, how I have them put out. We have
Captain Aloysia Lugar III.
yeah, boy. She
Yeah.
has a special helmet.
Or at least a helmet with a little bit of extra padding. But yeah, you know, helmet hair is a whole thing. But if I'm understanding the situation right, she is also very much the captain of the vessel that everyone just flew out here on, and presumably the one who's going to need to take care of it if we're like taking shuttles over to this meteoric mass or something. I mean, is this like a land shuttle on it, big mass? I'm picturing something pretty big.
Is the what?
This meteoric mass.
Oh, it's a big chunk. Yeah, it's
Okay.
not huge. It's not bigger than the astro. I mean, than the station. Station is still larger than.
Okay. But yes, captain of the vessel on the way out, and will, I think, have been paying very close attention to safety protocols on the approach to this station, all things considered. But honestly, I think I'm just we're at the point where I'm just the bus driver. Well, we figure out where the rest of you need to go, and get you there safely.
Okay. I am dropping your agenda cards now, so you'll see them appear under your skills tab. Just making sure I'm dropping the right ones. I'm so scared I dropped the wrong ones or something. It's funny, because I would totally do something like that. All right.
And the whole way out, I think. Is anyone playing Sajad? Security detail?
It is I.
Sergeant? Yeah, I think we're pretty
oh yes.
we're pretty much on the same team here of we just need to keep these nerds alive.
Yeah, and pay attention. Remember, this is like more than anything. This is a role play experience. You guys have to create the story here, and the moments. You know, it's way more free form, but kind of on the rails because obviously we're doing a story that begins and ends. You know, it's like we're creating a movie, and we all want to see it end well, right?
No, fuck y'all.
We can't top the last movie.
So remember to keep things like your buddy, use those, your buddy and your rivals, use those to shape the interactions that you're all having with each other. You know, pay attention to that.
Wait, who's Sajad?
L it is.
God damn it.
Why?
No reason.
I think I just gave everybody their. Yep, everybody should have their agendas now. Okay. All right, so now we move on to who do we see next there? Who is this guy?
Dr. Tetsu Ijiri, Exo, radiobiologist specializing in medical applications. And seems that my role is pretty much supervisor of all of these scientists that we have. This all-star roster that the company assembled to catalog this Xeno extremophile. Maybe might be some egos involved, but I am very experienced, older. I've been through some science missions, and I think I can keep everybody on track and on target. I've been told I have a very calm presence that many find reassuring. So I usually don't have a problem with people listening to me.
Okay, let's go over also. Do you want to talk about the buddies and rivals, just out of character? Like, tell us who your buddies and rivals are.
My buddy is Navarre, and my rival is Lark.
Okay, so you don't like that android. You got a problem with that android.
Right, and I think that on the way out, I've butted heads a little bit with Navarre. I want a nice, clean, orderly, practical job that gets done safely, and I think Navarre maybe gets a little bit carried away with enthusiasm, if I remember the character descriptions right.
Okay, well let's hear about Navarre now.
Navarre kind of like puts out his cigarette. You'll have no trouble from me. I'm just here. I am just here to study the sciences behind whatever living things happen to be around this black hole. Like, and the cigarette that he just put out is like still smoldering, and he just like lights up another one.
He looks like the doctor from Battlestar.
That's exactly who I'm picturing. That's exactly who I'm picturing. And like as he like takes another like drag from like his new cigarette, he's just like, we've all heard rumors, I'm sure, but we just have to trust in the sciences and obviously follow the protocols from the company, and it should be pretty straightforward, an easy assignment, I think, if we all do our jobs correctly. Takes like another drag. And his buddy is Hidenstrom,
Oh boy.
and his rival is
Drabikowski.
Yeah, Drabikowski. There you go.
She is she's an interesting character. She is as this is a multi national thing, she's part of the UPP, or she was part of the UPP. Technically, she's been attached to the Science Institute. So she is one of those guys. I think for the most part, all of you guys are Weyland-Yutani, right? I think it tells you in your description who you're affiliated with somewhere, right?
I mean, it's yeah. I'm a company man.
Yeah.
Assuming what's Weyland-Yutani.
Right.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
part
Okay.
of
I'm not
the,
gonna get into it. Oh,
part of the
talk about how
science
old
team.
your character is too. Mention that. Mention your ages. So this fucking Navarre.
Hey, why do we need to focus so much on age there, guy?
Actually, Jiro's pretty old too.
I'm 74 years old, but you got something to say?
Yeah, Jerry is 64.
How about the
The
captain?
captain is 42, and it's very rude of you to ask.
All right. Moving on to
38.
Hedenstrom. Hedenstrom. Hedenstrom.
Okay. Professor Hedenstrom. Make that clear. I expect. Respect.
PhD too.
I'll give respect. You give me respect, I'll give you respect. I'm here to do cutting edge work, and I want to get it done. Wayland Utani lets me do what I want. So don't get in my way. That's all he says. He doesn't say anything else.
And what about buddies and rivals?
Oh, you're right. My buddy is Sahad. Sajad? Sajad? Did I have to say rival? You don't want us to say rival. I think that's actually better we don't say rival.
You know, I mean,
It's going to become obvious, maybe,
okay,
potentially,
as long
with
as you're
certain
aware of
characters.
it, because I think out of character knowing it, I think is fine, because it gives people opportunities to
Feed off each other.
feed off of it. They can
Okay,
create
so
their own
my-
situations
my,
that would trigger, you know.
My rival is Navarre.
Okay.
I really don't understand what I did to piss all you people off.
You're old and you're slow and you're in my way.
And
Yeah,
how old are you?
I want to hear examples of why do you think they're buddies and rivals too. Let's start melding into these characters.
You're old and you're slow, and I want to get this done sometime before you die.
And what about why are you a buddy with Sajad?
I don't know anything about Sajad right now.
Oh, that's
I'm
true.
gonna
That's
assume.
true. Let's hear what the let's hear Sajad, and then do you have
Sajad-
anything you want to say? Or
I assume we're drinking together, based off my backstory
Maybe.
and the fact that he's a grunt.
Sergeant Noor Sajad.
what's
The
her
team
age?
Security detail among the Brainiacs. Served Wayland Utani in the corporate commando before the Frontier War, raiding children of the two divine cultist cells. Maybe that's why. Raiding cultists.
There it is.
In search of some kind of stolen biospecimens. We never found what we
You-
were after.
You have to be kidding me. There's someone here because of rumors of cultists.
We'll round up a lot of cultists.
I remember reading it. I'm like, if Draken picks this one, I'm gonna lose my.
God, that would have been fucking funny.
And then after that, I was bored. Spent months guarding those fanatics. And they were just regular people who suffered losses and looking away to focus their lives.
But don't read your fucking description word
Why
for
not?
word. Jesus Christ.
39.
Well, I'm 38. I actually know why I'm buddies with Navarre now, or
Is the
Sajad.
only young ones?
No, because I'm hitting on you because you're a girl, right? Totally hitting on you.
And I do not like the android.
Right.
And buddies with Navarre.
And take note also of your personality. What is the captain? What's her personality?
Estimable.
Okay. And why do you think? Oh. Why do you think your buddy is your buddy and your rival is your rival? I feel like we're in a kindergarten class now.
Right. So I was thinking, this very, fairly experienced, very respectable captain, probably very. I think she has a very solid head on her shoulders with regard to, safety protocols and doing these things properly the whole way out here. I was figuring that, Sajad is also here to keep these people alive. That we've got kind of that same perspective of not being pulled into all of their nerd shit as much as trying to make sure they don't do something boneheaded in the process of it. Kind of a natural allies thing. Navarre, I mean,
It feels like everyone just hates Navari.
Talk about. I gotta get Navari through this.
Hmm.
The
No way. I'm gonna be so bitter that you're buddies with Navari.
This is great. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is.
You know why I'm gonna be
setup.
bitter?
The
Is
setup.
because he's grooming you. That's what it is.
I
I'm
remind
assuming-
Oh my God.
I remind her of her father. That's why she likes me.
But she's got. Well, obviously she's got daddy issues. She joined the military.
Okay, we know we can see that Hedestrom is the dick of the ship.
I mean, if you looked at his backstory, it is
So
100%
when
true.
he dies, you don't feel bad, right? Okay. I want to go over the other three characters we haven't talked about yet, just so you have because they're there too, you know. Dr. Lark has an honorary psychology degree.
Ooh, honorary.
Yeah. Well, she's a synthetic. She's
Oh, okay, yeah.
She's a synthetic psychologist. They figure, you know, she probably won't be susceptible to any sort of weird, strange mental effects that are happening here. So she was ideal for this mission to provide mental and support, psychological support. She's very soothing. You know, she's very affable for a synthetic. You know, usually they come off as cold and, you know, they're not all there. And really stoic. She is very warm and comforting. It could be very easy to forget that she is a synthetic, and that's pretty much, you know, the whole deal behind her. A very calm voice. Yeah, she's obviously dispatched by, you know, Wayland Yutani here, the support of a support staff with the scientists. Let's see what she has buddies. Okay, so her buddy is Hedenstrom,
Oh my god.
and her rival is Ajiri.
maybe Edenstrom's dickishness is just a fascinating psychological exercise.
Yeah.
How does someone end up like this?
Yeah,
Oh,
really.
man.
He probably sees her a lot. You know, with Ijiri, I think she's probably.
We're trying to make love with the robots.
Oh, I don't know. What is it about Ijiri that would clash with her? He's a little too pensive. That's his thing. Yeah. All right. So that's her. And then we've got the Colonel Dr. Sedja Drabikowski. And Lark is 10 years old, by the way. As far as
See? Tracking illegal. just want you to know that.
she is 36 years old. Very quiet. You haven't had much interactions with her. She seems shy or introverted. She is from the UPP, and she's pretty much was kind of like a child prodigy. And she's been placed in accelerated learning programs. And she works for the Ministry of Space Security. And she is a Colonel Doctor. She's like a Doogie Howser, almost. She's 25 and she was a Colonel Doctor. And she's part of this cultural exchange program. And she's been with the Institute that you guys are all coming from for a while now, and she is very much a valuable member. She offers really keen insights and thinks outside the box and has a different way of thinking things. And her buddy is Ajiri. Hello, hubba hubba. And her rival is Sajad. Interesting. I mean, she's a close combat specialist as well. Okay. And then lastly, we have the old.
How come that one doesn't have a name?
Oh, it's probably not visible. I have to fix that. That is First Mate Gray 88-80. He is also a synthetic. He is a service android designed to take orders. He does not act on his own. Like, he is purely, doesn't really take the initiative. Just kind of doesn't do anything unless he's told to do it. I believe he's attached to your ship. Luger.
Okay.
Yeah, because it says that Luger has been saving for a processor upgrade that will allow him more freedom of thought. Okay, so he's the ship, the ship, house ship. What do you call it? House ship?
Shipmate.
Ship man. He's often just willing to lend a hand, and he's very docile. And his buddy doesn't have a buddy or a rival. Okay. So he's really not
real.
he kind of is on the ship. He's not really going to bring him into combat.
Right. He's not a real boy yet, but he will check the docking clamps when he's told to do so.
He's got great comm tech and great heavy machinery. He's got 4 on each of those. And he is fucking strong because he's an android, so he's strong and fast. And he also has the bodyguard talent, which he can dive and take a hit for someone if needed. So I'll leave it up to you what you want to do with him. But that's Gray, and he's like a bishop also. It's Henriksen here. Yes, I know. Sounds just like him. I'm really good at this.
I don't know about that.
All right. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about before we jump in? Did we go through everybody's buddies and rivals? We did, right?
I believe so.
Who are yours? I don't think we went through yours.
Oh no, maybe we didn't. Wait, yeah, who's Ajiri's?
My buddy is Navarro.
Yeah, everybody likes me. That's right.
Fuck you, old man.
You have 2 people that hate you and 2 people that like
It's
you.
Navarre.
And Navarre, sorry. And my rival is Lark.
Oh.
I did say that.
Yeah, I remember this thing. What? You don't trust her? What's up with that?
I don't trust the android.
Never
Take
trust
my
the
job.
We both work for Wayne Yutani. What's your problem? Oh, I have to drop her agenda. I have to remember these guys have agendas too. Just reading them now. Sorry. I've read them all before, but I was refreshing. Okay, I've read this before. Yes, right. Oh, you guys are fucked. All right. Okay, awesome. Stage is set.
Okay. Then the stage is set. We're on our last approach to the station. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I hurl a few more times from fucking freezing, unfreezing, as it were. The shit sucks.
I mean, that seems like a fine time to tell Gray to start trying to get the station on radio. And if there's, an intercom, tell everyone to on approach the station, find someplace to get yourselves strapped down for landing procedure. Sergeant Sajad, please make sure they're listening to this.
Sit down, shut up, listen.
You're not a
Captain
fucking.
speaking.
You're not taking the place hostage, okay?
Could be. You don't know that yet. Just looked at my agenda. And read this, never mind.
Also,
Okay.
remember, we don't have to listen to you. Not really.
If you want to live, you do.
Not really. I'm smarter than you. You should be in awe of me.
I have a gun.
Okay, so Gray's in the co-pilot seat rather, and he kind of flips a few overhead switches, and it's like, Erebos beacon received and locked in. Docking beacon recognized. And course is plotted as you approach the heart of darkness, and then the title appears.
Greg, could you do something to get this text off my view screen? Why is it in such an ominous font?
Let's.
Why did my screen just go red?
Oh, you have no tokens with. I forgot to drop your tokens here. Hold on. Hold on, I'm coming. All right. Oh my God, are you serious? Hold on a second. So funny how it, by default, that's lighting. Well, you know what? I don't think we need to worry about that. You can access your sheets if you need them. So, yes, you are on approach now. And you can feel the whole ship just shakes a little bit as you get closer and closer to this swirling black hole. It must
It's
be
all normal. Everybody just stay calm.
And a few of you even start to, maybe feel like your brain is getting tickled. Almost tingly sensations. Perhaps the first sign of these electromagnetic fluctuations coming from black hole.
Keenstrom just lays back and enjoys the ride.
As you are getting closer and closer, one thing that those of you that are keen to notice would see is that the station does not have any lights at all. And Gray is trying to establish communications contact with that, and there's no response. Just the beacon, just the docking beacon. And he just kind of looks at the captain. He's not sure what to do. There's no response from the station captain.
Do we have any kind of sensor equipment to try to tell anything more about the station than the lack of visible lights? Well, what are we equipped with?
Not anything to that degree. No kind of analytic sensors or anything like that.
That's what I was afraid of. How far out are we on our course in? Still a bit of time?
Yeah, you got a few minutes.
Okay. keep repeating hail attempt, Gray, periodically in case there's any interference. Give me a check on that docking signal. Does it seem distorted in any way?
Signal is coming in clear, minus the to account for the distortion from the singularity.
Okay. And then I blank for a second because I'm Dr. Jerry, could you come in here, please?
Yes, certainly.
Or maybe I should put the tokens down so you guys see the name still.
Yeah, I totally had Hedenstrom and Navari flipped in my
Yeah, no.
original thought.
Let me fix the grid too. The grid's way too small. But go ahead. Do your thing.
Okay. Dr. Jerry, we've got a docking beacon, but there's no response to a hail from the station. Have you been given any kind of information about anything I should know about on this station that could have been missing from my briefings? If so, this would be the time to cover it.
No, most definitely not. I'm sure maybe they are just having some communications outage due to the black hole activity.
I had the same thought, but the docking signal's clear.
That is very peculiar.
Right. I think we're going to need to take this in carefully under.
Okay, and while you're talking some more, the ship is getting closer and closer. We keep cutting to the ship and the swirls and all the lights that are kind of flashing.
Right. Gonna try to get Sajad in here too.
Okay.
Sergeant, you should know that we're currently on approach to a prison colony that is not responding to any communication attempts. If we can't raise them and end up needing to dock, I think that we need to be very careful about establishing that there's not something wrong at our docking site.
Is there any power
It's
involved with the facility?
it's hopefully nothing, but I think it's time to be extremely careful. Still nothing, Gray?
The ship shakes again with another wave of electromagnetic energy. Rattles you, everyone.
And I want to start looking over all of the instrumentation we've got. This ship's being just rocked by these radiations. Does it seem like we'd be able to maintain a safe, a hold on station, but before docking, before actually docking with the station in order to try to see if any comms can be reestablished, or would it be difficult to maintain station in all of this
You're asking this
awkward situation?
to Gray,
Uh,
or you're asking
I'm
me as a G?
I'm asking you as a GM, saying
Okay.
looking over the instrumentation, trying to see if I can tell this.
Right, gotcha. Okay. Yes, it is the the docking beacon is kind of setting you up with the route to set up orbit over the station and then dock if you want to. But it's sending you a clear path to take.
And is this something that's typically like fully automated?
Well, I mean, you have to make no, it doesn't, unless I mean, you may be able to have the autopilot take over, but
No, but I mean, like the from the beacon, like that's not something that somebody over on the station would be like actively sending out. It's like a
right.
okay.
Yeah, it's always going off basically, so people can approach. It's a constant. Yeah, you gotta be close to see it.
That is a little bit less weird. I had this picture in my head, like the lights are all out, but someone has turned on a docking beacon for us after we showed up. And I was like, wait, this is very, very weird.
Someone's turned the front light on for us.
As you approach closer, the beacon, ping, 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 sounding nice and clear. You can see that the station looks to have taken some external damage to a few decks. It's not hard to see that it looks like some meteor hits might have impacted the hull at certain areas. And Erebos is dark. And the ship, the Seterihina, continues on its course. The lights on one of the levels all flick on around in like a circle. And a docking port extends from one of the lower stems of the lower stem of the station.
Well, okay then.
Yeah, so it just kind of extends, and there's still no communication from the station itself, and now just these lights are on.
Station definitely has power then. Looks like it might be.
And the level that the docking thing came out of is the one that has all the lights that have just turned on. There are also other points of entry as well. If you for some reason wanted to take other options, there are other airlocks, around the station.
When we were approaching the station, did we see any damage to their communications thing that would have been hit by an asteroid or something? Or would we not have seen that?
No, it doesn't look like the, let me, sec here, 1 second. Yeah, it looks to be intact. The the most topmost part with the little antenna and stuff, that seems to be intact. Yeah.
Okay.
And then another shake hits the ship.
I don't think we can stay out here indefinitely, and if the station is damaged, we may be required to render aid. No one else is going to be making their way out here. I understand, Doctor, you're going to confer with your colleagues about what's just happened.
Do we have any idea of the personnel that were on? That in our ship's logs or anything?
I'll consult my ship's logs.
Yeah. There are 12 administrators, 12 corrections officers, 36 synthetics, and 99 prisoners. 99 prisoners.
All right, so
Holy shit, that's like a 1 to 2 guard to prisoner ratio. What did these people do?
And one cat is registered as well.
one cat.
Yes, that is information that you have on the station. And yeah, that's it. Well, you're pondering the that ratio of prisoners to personnel. And suddenly the alarm goes off, shrieking. And Gray shouts that the black hole, the gravitational pull, there's a severe spike in it. Brace for impact. And before he can even finish saying that, boom, the ship is completely rocked by this gravitational wave, sending anybody who's not secured, like flying. Well, even if you are secured, there's shit flying all over the ship. And you feel the impact, like you just getting hit by something multiple times. And you're spinning like crazy. The alarms are going off. There's like steam shooting out. And that alarm's going off. And you, the ship, the Seterhina is spinning helplessly directly at Erebos. Now it is at this point that I need Captain Luger to give me a piloting role.
All right, get everyone killed early.
Oh,
No,
shit!
no, maybe I will not.
Get everyone killed early. Wowie zowie. Nice
That
roll
is
there. That's a sexy roll. All right.
gritting your teeth and gonna save a +1 modification to a later skill roll and actually try to make it look good recovering control of this thing. Show off a little bit. This is not a crashing due to gravitational anomaly. We're just dramatically power sliding up to the docking port. That's all.
Okay, so at this point, your options are you can choose where you will dock, rather than have it be randomly determined with even worse effects, like everybody would have taken damage and stuff. So you have three options. You have I don't want to stop this scene with a map, so I'm just going to read them to you. You have deck E, which is one of the top decks that's above the plane. Okay.
Okay.
You have deck F, which is almost right at the base of the plane. And you have deck H, which is right below the deck. It's on the major plane, and it's right below the deck that had the lights and the umbilical that reached out. It's also the level that contains the trawling arm.
Okay.
Which level was damaged by the meteors?
It was all over the place. You don't have time though for that kind of stuff.
Okay. Good.
You just got to make a decision.
Right. So, without that and not knowing anything generally about what would be on these decks other than that arm, and that the communications were on the top, right? That's all I've got to go off of?
Yeah.
Because with just that, I think I want to go in towards deck E, closer to the comms that seem to be offline, because I'm guessing that's probably closer to administration and further from general population.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Let me just make sure I'm supposed to. Wait. I'm trying to decide if you should know what the conditions are. I'm gonna say you got 2 stunts on that roll. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna educate it. You can pick 2 locations, 2 of the 3, and I can give you more details on what the condition to enter into those areas are.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to know about E and H.
All right, E and H. So E is exposed to space.
Oh.
Those will require compression suits, which there are on the ship, until the docking umbilical is secured, and then the station can be entered through, could be entered at that point. I don't know, but looks like there needs to be wreckage cleared as well. You'll need cutting tools and at least 10 minutes of work to clear it.
Okay.
Okay, now the trawling arm.
Do you want to change your second answer after hearing the first one?
Is also going to require EVA entry. And this is this is a controlled crash, by the way. This is not a gentle, docking procedure. This is like the ship is going to hit those areas as well.
Okay. With the context that, the ship is going to be hitting the station, I want to hit deck E that's already exposed to space instead of venting atmosphere somewhere that's still got people in it.
All right. That works. Now I'm going to bring you to the map. Ah. What do you think of that map, huh?
Yeah, it's a
map.
Pretty good map.
It's a map.
Okay, so there's a Seterhina for scale. And deck E, as you can see, is the food and supply level. Right, okay. So you crash into it, and You don't make it any worse than what it is, than when it was. Nobody takes any damage. But surprisingly, the ship doesn't like bounce off. It just crashes and attaches to the center, to Erebos. It might have gotten wedged in on something, but that's very lucky. So you have a moment to like turn the alarms off, and Gray's got the fire extinguisher. He's like, shh, putting out a small little electrical fire that broke out. It's kind of chaos, but you guys came out of that without any serious damage. Maybe a few bumps and scrapes, and Navarre's like cigarette got broken or something.
Ashtray went flying.
God damn it.
The entire pack is crushed.
Who's driving this shit show?
But you do recall that the ship was hit by multiple, like, you know, bam, 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 bam. Just like a constant bunch of things struck the ship as well. So not only do you have a crash damage, but you have other damage too that on the ship, or meteorites perhaps. It sounded like.
Right. Gray, we need to start damage check. Can you make sure that none of our passengers are injured? Want to do as like immediate damage check first thing, because if there's a hull in the boat, that's more important than anything else going on right now.
Okay. So yeah, what's everybody doing right now? What's going on here?
I'm assuming the passengers are not at the. Everybody else is not at the front where we are, so I'm going to go back and check on them, make sure nobody went flying across the room like I did, because I was probably standing up. Because
I set you up for that shit.
you set me up for that shit.
It's like, could you hand me that over there?
So I'm assuming, I think Tetsuya Jiri was up there as well, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's spry. He'll be fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna go check on Navari, Hedenstrom, and
Okay.
Lark. Even Lark. Let's see how everybody's doing. Is anybody hurt down here?
I am.
I'm assuming the ship has a lab that we're on.
The Seterhina. Seterhina has an artificial intelligence module. It's got a cargo bay, a cryo deck, salvage crane, docking umbilical, 4 EEVs, which are drones like that do heavy machinery work, kind of stuff like that you control. It's got a galley and a med lab.
Yeah, I would assume Navari would have been inside med lab.
No. The captain had everybody sitting down because I told everybody to sit down and shut up.
Yeah, what? You guys don't let. We don't have chairs in the med lab.
I'm assuming not chairs that have a like 5-point harness for docking stations and stuff. I'd assume there'd be a central area for that kind of.
Yeah, Navarre, sit down and shut up. God, old man, it's okay. You're not gonna die today.
Light another smoke. You'll be fine.
Don't break a hip.
Yeah, I'll do my best as long as we don't have another crash landing like that. But I'm fine. Thank you, everyone, for asking.
Gray went to go check the damage because it's probably best for him to do that kind of thing. in the case of depressurization or anything. And
Also, he was told to.
Yes, right. He reports that the batteries have been flash drained, and we're running on emergency power right now. In addition, the ship seems to be mangled into the station at this point. And it looks like you'll have to do an EVA to get into. There won't be any connecting the umbilical, fortunately. Not until the ship can be freed and repaired. This is happening over those really terrible intercoms, right? Probably.
Oh, I assume so.
So the batteries are dead. Thruster compression coil looks to be shot. Without those, the Sedarina's thrusters won't work.
God damn it. We have heavy machinery drones. They have their own power supply, or they need to be charged up from our limited ship power? Because those sound great if we need to clear wreckage fast. Better than going out with a torch.
Yeah, both really. They could. They have their own power supply, but they'll need to be recharged once they're done.
Look. Okay. Then first things first, we need to make sure to have suits ready for everyone. We need to start clearing some of that wreckage to make a path into the station before we run out of emergency power. We don't want to wait here for it to get cold and stale.
Very well.
All right. Control of these things, is it like a single control station? Can they be operated at the same time? Does anyone else know how to operate one?
They basically let you make heavy machinery rolls without having to go EVA.
Okay. Gray and I at least are qualified to operate these. We need to start getting a path cleared into the station. The same gravitic anomalies that just hit us have hit the station pretty badly. From what I could see, trying to slow down our approach, the levels we're joining to are already exposed to space. We need to clear a path to get back to a properly pressurized section of the station. Is anyone else on this ship qualified for EEV operation?
Yes, I could actually, I could lend a hand if you needed.
Oh God.
You have something to say there?
Nope.
Let me see if I can make this ship visible to you.
Always so quick to judge. It's one of the reasons why your computations are always a little off, but...
Computations?
Just
I'm a
calm down your
bioengineer.
computations, man.
The fuck do you know?
Take that shit.
All right, you two.
We'll have time to compare penises and papers later. Right now, we need to get everyone into an atmosphere that's going to stay breathable. And that's going to take as many competent hands working together as we've got. Unless someone has some objection to that. Good.
You're
None.
the captain.
Okay, I'm just looking at the Seterhina here. I just want to make sure I got this right. I have to jump around a little bit in the book. So the Seterhina has EEV2s. Okay, it's got four of them. EEV2s. Okay, let me just those here. I believe it's right.
All right, and it sounds like we've got 3 operators to try to get a trio of them out to make a path out of this mess.
Okay. So these EEVs pods are 8-meter long pods with minimal thruster capability. Wait a minute.
Should we talk about what people have in their inventory as well, or not?
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Especially if you got anything relevant to this situation. I've got a cutting torch if it comes down to EVA work, but it'd be better to start with the pods.
I have a PDT bracelet and a PDT locator tube. I have 6 of the bracelets actually. Limited to a range of under 100 meters or 4 zones. It'll digitally display its proximity and beeps louder as it approaches to the transmitter, which is the tube. And if we sync the tube to an attack center, full biometric data of the wearer can be accessed.
Yeah, I've got one of those locator tubes as well. When I had first read it, I read it very quickly, and I thought it said locator lube.
You don't have any bracelets?
Interesting.
I
That's
do not.
good.
I don't have any. I just have the. Well, the locator tube comes with the. Well, has the wrist worn accessory, and the other is a dedicated locator. But what was the other thing you were talking about?
Well, the wrist-worn accessory is the bracelet.
Yeah, that's what Ripley used to find Newt.
Oh,
Right?
what did I do? Oh, I
Yeah.
just the other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have 6 of the bracelets and I have the 1 locator tube. Don't know if that's something we'll put on later once people maybe split up and go in groups of 2 to fix stuff. I'm assuming we're not all going to be in the same section fixing things.
I have not much. Anything really that relevant.
I also have a shotgun.
Oh, you got a shotgun.
I don't think that's going to fix our current situation.
Does it?
Why not? I mean, depends on how you think about it. Maybe it perfectly fixes the situation.
I got a radiation detection kit and a flashlight.
Alright, so we got somebody has locator lube and one has a flashlight. This is a weird space station.
Okay, well, let's just get to it. We'll say these things are remote control drones. Really can't find any information on it at all. It's crazy. Really weird. But you spend 10 minutes clearing the rubble then? Basically, it's just a turn of work to do that. And it's just a heavy machinery roll. So who would like to roll that?
I'm pretty decent. I know I've got like a total of 6 dice on that. I don't know how good Gray actually is.
Okay. Well, Gray is pretty good, and the thing about Gray actually. Oh, I have 2 Agiris here. Why do I have that? He will probably be staying on the ship. He's not really an NPC. Well, I mean, I guess it really could be up to you. But he could stay behind and do repairs and stuff like that. In the meantime.
That'd probably be called for later. I was thinking like in this section right now where we're trying to, clear a path to get people off the ship, before we start worrying about running out of emergency power and life support.
Right. So let me make that roll for him. Heavy machinery.
Yeah. Should we just both roll or?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh man, he's good at this.
He's good. I tell you, he's really, really good at it. All right. So he once again puts you to shame with his android abilities. But he takes no, joy in the work he does. He's just there to do it. And so you now have EVA access to station. And the ship is stuck. You're not gonna be able to. It's not gonna be able to. It's gonna take a while to free it, which is what Gray can work on in the meantime. It's gonna take a lot of cutting tools.
Right. In the meantime, we're going to need to get people into compression suits and move into the station properly. From this layout that we have a chance to look up now that we're not crashing, we should be in the food and supply sector. Everything upward from here should have the operations where the administration is. Actually, can we tell if any of those levels above would also be, ventilative atmosphere, or could we only tell about deck E? I'm not sure how well we can see.
Yeah, it's tough to see. I mean, it's very big. It's huge. So looking up to the top of it, it looks to be, it's got lots of impact and damage. You're not really able to tell if they're full hull breaches or if it's just external damage. Here, you guys are up here. I made this token here and you'll see why. It's just a lot easier to...
Right, to like do height.
Well, yeah, for many things, but everybody can control this token and see through it. So that's kind of what it's there for. I think you should be able to, but anyway.
But by my estimation, our safest, most reasonable course of action should be to enter the station and move upward towards reception, sciences, operations, and away from the correctional blocks on the main axis in case of any other disturbances caused by the damage here.
All right, so
compression suits, put them on.
Compression suits, yes. Does everyone everyone able to access their IRC Mark 50 compression suits? Let me see if I can.
Said there was only 4 on the ship.
No, there's one for each person. Sorry. All right.
Can I wear it on top of my ape suit? Or do I even need it with an ape suit?
What does the ape suit give you? Does it protect you from the vacuum of space?
No.
All right then.
Yeah, I don't see a compression suit to put on, but
Okay.
can I drag it out of a compendium?
You might be able. You should be able to. Yeah. Try typing. What is the brand again? It's the
You said IRC 50?
IRC 50. Okay. Yeah. So type in MK.50, and that should pop up. If it doesn't, then I'll just drag it onto your sheets.
Yeah, I think I don't have permissions.
All right. Hold on here.
Yeah, when you type in anything, it doesn't show up.
Hey, that's one for you. One for you. One for you. Barre. Fashion suits. There you go. Shajad. Fashion suit. Okay. Because there are air supplies and such there. Okay. All right, so you guys are going to do a
just got dropped
spacewalk.
in the game.
Wait, what?
I
Yep.
just got dropped.
Oh. Nice work. Good job.
And most of us will make it over.
Ruh-roh.
Wait, the all-purpose environment suit is a specialized armored compression garb. Oh wait, no, it does say it can't protect you from vacuum of space, though it does have an air supply.
Talk about the ape suit.
Yeah, the first part of the description saying it's an armored compression suit. I was like, wait, does that mean it is a space
Yeah,
suit?
that's what I thought too. And at the very bottom it says air supply, and then like the second line or something like that, it says not.
Okay. So getting out there, it's gonna be tricky for some of you guys. What's your plan on those that are not, trained in 0G?
What is your plan, Captain?
Okay.
What skill would be 0G?
Fortunately, we're not talking about a long distance, so we only need a couple of people to make it over to attach a guideline. You don't need special training once the guideline's attached. Just do not let go of the wire on your way over.
Would it be more?
Okay, I'll wait for you to set that
So
up.
I am going to spacewalk.
And there goes the captain.
Sajad, if anyone who comes over behind me loses the wire, see if Gray can catch them with one of the drones.
Okay, so at the airlock right now of the Serahino, before you jump out there, let's set the scene here. Who's in the airlock with you? I'm assuming you have someone there to hold the cable.
That would probably be me.
Sounds good.
I will be holding the cable till the end, I'm assuming. What do you need to jump? Is it mobility?
Yeah, it's mobility, and so there some people have a talent, but it's it gives them an edge. I don't think anybody here has that talent though. Okay, so give me the mobility roll then.
Okay.
as you grab the edge of the airlock and push yourself out.
Oh boy. I'm gonna push that.
Push it! Oh!
Oh,
Oh
that
my god!
was stressful and just
Almost
like almost missed the opening that I'm going for, and just barely catch it
man,
before flying past.
like you missed the first one, and then you're like spinning it around. You're like, oh my god! And then you just look back. It's just barely grabbed the second rung to allow entry.
What's your mobility, by the way?
Nothing, but my agility is pretty great.
Oh, okay.
Which,
So mine would have probably been good too. So
Yep, that would have made sense, but I was like, fine, this is my responsibility, I'll do it, and so that's what happened.
okay, so you climb your way back since you missed that first, rung, and
missed it with the first hand, caught it with the second hand.
in the silence of space, you just see the cable kind of clink to one of the external rungs. And yeah, I guess you kind of went up a little bit, maybe because you're attached to the ship, attached to the station. So it's weird. It's in a weird spot. Okay, so now you have a lifeline to get everybody in.
I'm going to kind of wrap around my edge of the cable around some of the debris and stuff that has a.
Now at this point, I would like both of you to give me air supply rolls.
Oh, right, that's on the front page. It's
yeah.
Oh,
Okay. So it looks like Sergeant Dorr is breathing a little heavy.
I don't know why you jump so erratically.
Get me all nervous. Okay. So you are now able to get everybody across. It's not even, remember, the ship is not in space. It's attached to the station. So it's like you gotta kind of basically like you're Batman walking, right? Like you got your boots on the station and you're climbing up the stem to get to the entrance to where the area has been vented out into space due to damage. And it looks like, it's something broke into the ship, right? Not something came out. Like it wasn't an explosion or something. It was an impact that may have caused this. So each of you are going to suit up and make your air supply checks. It's not going to require any skill checks to navigate.
Okay.
Okay. Dr. Ijiri, you make it in.
Maintains his calm, composed.
And I figure Sajaz is still on the other end waiting if everyone she'll be like the last one or something, right?
Yeah. Do I have to make, how many air supply rolls will I have to make?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah.
Sorry, this is a stupid question. How do I roll it again?
Front page.
Yeah.
Hit the one that kind of looks like a parachute.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
bottom
I see.
left
Roll
corner.
the consumables or whatever.
Okay. Well, you're all climbing together, so you're all going to make the same checks at the same time. So, yeah, everyone, including the two that have been out already. Oh, Navarre. Not used to the space.
So another one? Fuck's sakes.
Okay, Edenstrom. Cool, calm, and collected. Is that everybody?
I don't know. Did the captain do another one too, or?
Yes, the captain. If unless you're proceeding deeper into the station alone or anything like that. Did we lose radium?
Uh,
Oh.
yeah, just had a bit of a hiccup for a second. Yeah, just definitely want to take that minute, make sure everyone makes it over and into this thing, and then try to get lights on. And
So you and me have to roll every time the two people go
No.
past.
No,
No?
not every time. No. Because you're all
Then
doing
why-
it at once, you know.
Oh, then why did I just
Yeah.
do that last one?
Because you have to do an extra one because after you secured it, everybody then you have to recycle the airlock and wait for them to climb out and then start on their way. Okay. Everyone looking okay for the most part.
I failed twice.
For the most part. Okay. So now you guys are here in the airlock section.
all right.
The token didn't.
Yeah, don't have tokens in the scene, but try to
Oh,
get through this airlock section. You know, is it just a matter of going through,
there you go.
or is it like, hey, there's an airlock without power, and you're going to need to force it to open?
So there first off there is a sorry, 1 second. Well, there is a way down as well as from where you are, but I just gotta look something real quick here. God, this book is so fucking scattered. All right. Okay, yeah. So the area is pressure up, is sealed, but there is an external airlock beyond here. Okay, you guys can see now, right?
Yeah, I can't really see very far around it. I just see the crew token, a door, and a door.
Right. Okay. So yeah. So what you can do is you can depressurize the outside ring here, and then you can open the door.
Yeah, if we can cycle that airlock and get people in, that's absolutely what I'd like to do.
Okay. All right. So you run through the cycling, and the doors, are now openable. You can open either one, both of them, whatever you want.
Okay. So it's like one is towards an outer and one is more inner on the ring structure.
There's one to the north and one to the south. This one
Did
here.
everybody
Yeah.
come on board except for Gray? Is he the only one that?
Correct.
Yes. You've also got Lark and the Colonel Doctor Drabowski. Drabikowski.
Okay. North seems as good as south, I suppose. Yeah, I was wondering if one was like further inward, because I was thinking it, might be better odds of getting to an area that's still pressurized.
And what's the lighting situation? Is it dark?
Yes, it's dark. So you have to rely on your flashlights as well. Which I don't
Ooh.
really.
I got a flashlight.
I don't like this one bit. I did not sign up for this.
I can only access the Utami Corp.
What are you saying?
I can't access my character sheet.
Why not?
It only brings up the crew, which is
Uh,
Are you going off of the actor tab?
oh no, I was just pushing C.
okay. If you have the crew token selected when you hit C, it'll do the crew thing. Yeah. That shortcut opens the character you have selected.
Just go to the actor tab.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. You should be able to drag your character to your hotbar too, maybe? I think maybe?
Oh, can you?
Hello, the old shotgun.
This section has been severely damaged, like almost this entire thing. And as you cycle the airlocks, you realize that this whole entire deck is exposed to a vacuum.
Okay, that's what I was afraid of when we were moving in. I think we need to try to move up to decks D, C, B. Hopefully they're still pressurized. That's where any administration personnel should be.
Right. Mm-hmm. So there are little airlocks between each level that you can that can be cycled through if need be. And you can go up if you'd like. Also, the chute you're in, well, obviously it's 0G right now. Okay. So what you want to do if you want to go up, let's try this out. I don't know how this is going to work. You see the little elevator buttons?
Yes.
All right. If you double right click it.
Double right click?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that do anything?
No.
Oh, wait.
Something
Yeah,
just happened.
I just
You just deleted it?
no. I'm on deck D now.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not still deck E.
Oh, hey, now I'm on deck D. It worked this time. Yeah,
on
the
deck
double
E.
right click works. It seems like you have to be like in the right pixel. Like the area you can click is smaller than the actual elevator button.
Okay. So it kind of works.
Yeah, so it works. If it isn't working, move your cursor over a little. Try to get like really into the center of it.
All right. So now we are on. Okay, well, we got a few folks that aren't on here yet. Back in and.
I can't see anything. You did something. Okay, there you go.
You cycle through an airlock, and come up here. You can see that this deck is pressurized.
Okay, that's better. We can get everyone in here, get the airlock closed, get helmets off to conserve air in case we need to go through another depressurized system to find who's running this station, what's gone on around here. And I'd like to start trying to go through that airlock into that pressurized section and try to shuttle everyone through like poor little lost sheep.
Need to. Why does it do that? When I try to right click the actor tab, it opens a specific character. It's really frustrating. Okay. If you will I feel like I should put a
Oh,
little
hey.
alert, a little alert on the screen. Alert, alert. Someone has a new card. Alert, alert. That's all I'm going to say. Take a moment to check your cards and review. Okay. Right. So you arrive on this upper deck here, and it is the reception and sciences deck of the station. Probably eager to take those helmets off, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, give me one more roll
One more
as
fail.
you waiting for the airlock to cycle out. Good chant.
So far, so good.
Damn, there's so many. Wait for another face hugger. There it is.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh my God.
Man.
Sajad, what's going
Having so many dice.
Jerry is even worse though.
Having so many dice in this just fucking just sucks. Why do I have so many dice compared to other people?
Because you have more air. It's
Oh.
everybody's air supply, man.
Is it counting my ape suit as well?
It probably is. You idiot.
Yeah, that.
Everybody should be rolling the same amount of dice. Nobody has a better suit than anybody else. So reset your fucking thing and roll the checks all over again. You made
Where was it at?
1, 2, 3 checks, right?
That sounds right. Because that's how many I made,
How
and
do you reset the?
Just type it in. Is it letting you do that?
No,
What's the air supply on these?
I think
5.
it's
5. No, yeah, I can't.
Oh,
Wait, no,
that's
you have
why.
the
No,
5.
it's at 5. It was at 9 before.
Okay, so now you're at where you're supposed to be after all those failures. Okay, so now roll the 3 checks. Oh shit. Redefining history over here. Just fucking
Oh,
cool,
forgot one.
calm, and collected. Oh, never mind. You lost one. Okay.
Too many dice.
All right. So Jerry's like, everybody's hearing it on the comms. But you cycle the airlock and you're able to come out into the VIP bay, and the airlock closes behind you. Okay.
Okay.
In this area here, it's pretty empty. It looks like like some sort of vehicle bay. There is a single EVA pod on the deck. Captain would notice that there's a few parts here that would probably aid in the repair of the Saturhina. Once you're ready to, start focusing on that.
That is important.
Something to take note of. But you've got this, external door here, massive, airlock, bay door, and kind of rounded off sections here, and there is an intercom here in this area. It's all abstract, but yeah. So what do you want to do?
Awesome, the VIP bay.
VIP lounge, motherfuckers.
All right, and it's still dark though pressurized, right?
We're out of the
Yep,
compression
mhm.
suit. Right?
You can take your helmets off if you'd like.
Uh, like
Yeah,
I said
will-
before, that is what I would absolutely like to do after getting everyone in.
Before I take off my helmet, I open up my CBRN detection kit.
Oh, now you're thinking like a scientist.
And I check for anything.
Okay.
Not sure. I detect the current radiation level
Okay.
and to see if there's any chemical or biological pathogens at the user's location.
All right. Does it say how long it takes to make that assessment?
It does not. It doesn't
Okay.
give me any of those details.
So
I don't think
now
it's
I'm-
instantaneous, not Star Trek level stuff, but I think after like probably like a turn, I would say, for the chemical biological stuff, perhaps. The radiation it'll tell you right off the bat.
I mean, however, it says it's a kit, so there's actually a Geiger counter in the kit. So
Okay.
like,
It doesn't
I
have a
pull out
power
the Geiger.
supply. There's no power
Right.
supply on it, right?
it doesn't say
Okay.
it requires one.
Yeah, so everything looks clear.
Okay, so I'm assuming now we can use the ape suits because we're not in the vacuum of space.
Correct. There are some, I'll say there probably are some signs. There's a sign here on this wall that says storage office. Sign over here directing that the airlock is personnel airlock would be down here. And signs on both walls directing in this direction, going, up into station. Read astrophysics lab or astrophysics. And then behind you, where you just came out, it says shoot, like CHUTE.
Like a garbage chute.
Yeah.
Gonna take a look at this intercom, but see if it has power, though I don't have high hopes.
Okay. Yep. No response.
Sir, before I take off my helmet, I check everything again.
Okay. Great.
And then I take off my helmet.
All right.
Give you a nod. Good thinking. And I also take off my helmet.
You never said anything about an android being on board. Why not?
Oh.
Shit, I think the thing said there's like 91 fucking androids on this thing.
36.
Oh, 36.
36 plus we brought 2.
So we're at 38. So buckle up.
All right. Okay. Looks like we've still got breathable air in here.
And it's safe.
Good. And that means there might be someone still alive in here. This wasn't vented to atmosphere. The offices are in here. If the whole station was being battered because of these gravitational anomalies, then someone may have been working on trying to sort it out if they've got an astrophysics laboratory here.
Well, you know that the name, the station does have a lead scientist by the name of Webb, who said, Bishop, in his intro, kind of said that he may be able to help you in researching what these lights are all about. Clerk, sorry. clerk is the Erebos science officer. And he has more information to brief you on. Because remember, that's your mission here, is to study these strange life forms. This is an amazing opportunity for some of you. This is very exciting. But now things are weird.
I'd say we should head towards this astrophysics lab, see if there's anyone in there trying to work out what was going on, if there are any warning signs of things we could look for if things about to get worse. If there's anyone still in there working that we can talk to about what the situation is. Well, it wouldn't be working, they'd be trying to get power up, but if they were here when it went dark, they might still be there. They wouldn't have gone through the chute if it's exposed to vacuum and they didn't have a suit handy.
Yes, let's take a look. We gotta find out what's going on in here.
Okay.
Everyone be careful, please.
Can you guys move your token? I'm curious. Oh, look at that. Nice.
Yes. Well, I can.
Stay close.
Yep, the token can move.
All right. So you could be going this way or this way.
The way that was the astrophysics sign, which I think was...
Both of them are. Say the astrophysics.
Oh, well... Then... I don't know, left?
Sure. Whatever.
Classic flip the coin from the captain.
Look, if there isn't any other kind of sign, and this is a generally rounded station, then if there's someone there, they could be anywhere along the ring if astrophysics is encompassing that whole ring.
Okay, left sounds good. Let's take a look.
So I'll totally pretend that I put real thought into it. Okay.
Those are like pressurized doors. That doesn't seem to be any danger of vacuum.
Sorry, are they closed or open?
They're closed. You just push the door. You just push the button and they open.
Okay. Oh, the
Okay.
button opens them. So they have power?
Yeah, they're like yeah.
That's just interesting. I was thinking, like, is everything down, or do some systems still have power?
So yeah, some systems are running still. I remember when you guys explored the Montero, the Cronus, sorry, you had to like wedge the doors open and stuff because there was no power.
Yeah, that's kind of where my head was.
Nope, but there is power. And as you are kind of wondering about that, the station moves. You feel a rumble in the station as the external thrusters kind of fire up just a little bit, and then opposite stabilizing thrusters even out as the station is somehow, for some reason, rather, adjusting its position. Probably, I mean, if any spacefarers would think, probably it's probably perfectly normal for that to happen. Especially with these gravity fluctuations and stuff, that it probably would have to adjust its positioning every once in a while, or it could risk going into the black hole. So maybe it's kind of a reminder of that it, it needs to occasionally right itself.
That's what Ajiri is totally like. That's perfectly normal, everyone. That's, I'm sure, nothing to be concerned about.
I'll take turbulence over spaghettification.
Okay, but you can, the doors continue. So yes, that in answer to your question, there is still stuff going on. Remember, the lights went on in that one deck, and the umbilical cord extended. So there's power. It's just dark.
There weren't any light switches in here so far, right?
No, you're kind of like automatic light switches that just turn on when you're near them, but it's not happening.
Shall we open this next door?
Yeah, it's just the other
Yes.
airlock. It goes into the hallway.
Okay.
And then, yeah, all right. The arrows are pointing this way. So go
All
this
right.
way, yeah.
Is there like other signage where the other hallway's going?
That hallway is this a maintenance hallway really? There's nothing at the end of it. It's just a wall. It ends there. It's like there's some storage there. There's some crates and stuff, and some maintenance panels. But otherwise, it's just it ends after right about here.
Maintenance panels, isn't that what we're doing? Some maintenance?
Well, we're headed to the lab first to see if there's any.
I think we should head to the lab, see if there's anyone there.
Okay.
Which is in this way.
Mhm.
And further in this way.
And it's right here, as it says, astrophysics. You can cycle through the doors here and get in easily enough. And I just have to remember to keep adding time as you explore. Technically, if you remember that Alien is built into zones, so each zone takes, you can go into 2 zones in 10 minutes of time. And that basically is like, you're moving at a careful pace. You're not rushing. You're absorbing your surroundings, looking around, and just being careful generally.
I have my Geiger counter out to see if there's
you're
any
all
change.
like occupied with doing stuff. And you basically, let's see, you got. We'll say that you started at 7 o'clock. That's when you first boarded Erebos. To that. Okay. So the lab is empty, except for a holo tab, like a table with a holographic display on it. It is functional, and you can flick it on if you'd like, and it projects a 3D mapping image of the stars 26A and B, the black hole, the plasma jets that are cascading towards it, being sucked out of the stars, and well, that's all I'm going to say. At first, that's what you see basically at a glance.
Sir, can I use my observations? I'm just trying to decide how I want to word seeing something of importance.
All right. What are you using observation on? On the map?
On the map.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Okay. 2 successes as Edenstrom stares intently at the map. You can see on the map, in addition to this hollow map, this pretty amazing looking display, that there is a chunk of mass that is labeled asteroid 1113B.
Can I like zoom in on it? Like it's a map. Can I like bring it into focus or focus on it specifically?
Yeah, I think so. You can, but you got to say the right word.
Enhance?
Yes.
Enhance. Clack, 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 clack.
Yes.
Enhance. Click, click, clack, clack.
Okay, so it zooms up, and it's a large chunk of mass, and it has an orbit of meteorites around it. It's large enough to have created an orbit of its own. And the date on the map, the last time it was updated was several weeks ago. So, no, months ago. Absolutely months ago. It took you 3 months to get here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not up to date. Because, well, since you rolled an extra success, I'm just going to tell you that that chunk of mass is now the chunk that was attached to the ship, to the Erebos. They told them to bring it, because they noticed these life forms that were swirling around it. What's everybody else doing while Edenstrom is eyeing the hollow table in the center there?
Are there any other like terminals or anything you can like access?
No, there are no terminals here. It's just the hollow lab itself. And of course, there is the window out into space.
Oh, yeah, I'll go to the window.
Whoops. How'd that happen? Okay. Just staring out the window. All right. What about everybody else?
All right.
Navari he's walking around the lab he's kind of moving from one area to another area, just kind of, he seems to be rummaging around.
Mm-hmm.
If there are cabinets or drawers, he's opening them up, just looking, closing them.
Yeah, these rooms are strangely vacant of any material or
Does the window look out at the
Yes. And you feel yourself almost getting sucked in, staring at it.
Yeah. It is almost beautiful, isn't it? Can I make an observation roll to see if there's anything
Yeah.
I would notice?
Okay. You can see little pinpricks of light every once in a while, along the plasma flow that is surrounding the Abelson black hole. Little, just being little sparkles of light. Esdelin lights, perhaps. It's out there.
Serve, is there any... I realize that my... Is there, like, a history on this map? Like, do I have a time lapse, I guess is what I'm asking.
History.
Time lapse.
Of,
Time lapse of, like, over, like... is this map just static, or do I have, like, a time lapse? So, like, 3 weeks ago it looked like this.
Of what the oh you mean the black hole and all that stuff?
Yeah. Like, is that asteroid moving? I mean, obviously it is, but like...
Well, no, it's attached to the ship now. It was in orbit with the rest of the sludge,
Okay,
the space
okay.
sludge.
I got it backwards then.
Yeah. It was in orbit, spinning around.
And they brought it back. And they did bring it back.
Yes, they arranged for it to be grabbed and brought in to study because of the strange
The lights on
they
it.
were getting.
The lights, right?
Mhm. Yeah. And I'm getting the messages. Yes, I just don't know how to respond. Just whoever's sending me those. I would say no. No, not at all. Not at this time.
Outside the map, is there any form of like records or anything at this terminal, or is it just the map at
There
this
is
terminal?
no. It's just the map.
Okay.
You don't have those other details. What's Sajad doing? Oh, he's not. Is he not here? He BRB'd?
Oh, he did BRB.
Is he playing Pal World?
Probably. Actually, he's not.
He's
I'm
he
just
didn't.
using the washer on back.
He didn't buy it.
what? Good for you. What's Shazad doing during while all these sign types are?
Checking the entrances and corners of the room and.
All right, give me an
closets.
observation roll.
That's never a good sign.
Okay. You hear something coming from outside the airlock.
I hastily moved to that area there with my shock gun.
Like a ding ding, like somebody maybe like kicked a tool, or you know what I mean, like a little soft kind of noise.
I try to get a hold of the captain's attention. I'm assuming, is he the other one that would have maybe kind of a weapon?
She has got a pistol in case of emergency.
Yeah, I would kind of make some hand gestures that I can hear something outside, and I would go to the door and wait for her to pack me up so I can go outside and take a look. Actually, I don't have a flashlight. There's not light in here at all, is there?
No, there are no lights on this deck.
Whoa.
Well, I've got a flashlight.
Ignore that.
I
misclick.
kept my flashlight.
I know how to use it.
I was gonna say
That's
Ah,
what
okay.
she said.
Does the captain have?
there are headlights on these compression suits.
Well, I'm not
We-
wearing the compression suit anymore. I'm wearing the ape suit.
Okay.
How cold is it? Oh.
Okay. Well, we'll say that you have these these ambient lights on your suits, right? They're kind of giving off a little bit of light.
Yeah, the description says they've got some lights.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Then I would enter into the hallway if the captain has followed me to here.
Yeah, I think she'll do that. She's gonna take Sajad seriously about this.
And do I know what side or just know that it was out in the hall?
Nope. You only got one success, so I'm just gonna tell you heard it out the hallway somewhere.
Okay, I'm gonna signal that I'm gonna look down this way, and the
Okay.
captain can look down the other way.
All right. So we have Sajad down here, and then Luger over here.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you guys step out there and quietly, I assume, or just cautiously.
Cautiously.
Cautiously, definitely
Okay.
cautiously.
And
It's not like we had to open up any doors because they were still open, right?
right. Shazad, in the dimness of the light, you see a small shape of something approaching you. Like a very small creature, and looks like in the dimness of the light, it looks like tentacles are extending from its mouth or something. You really can't see it for sure, but it is steadily approaching you in the darkness. Then
I will wait until I get a closer look because I do remember this saying there was a cat on the board. I'm not gonna waste the cat.
stepping out of the shadows and into light is a cat.
Here, kitty kitty.
But the cat has something in its mouth, like bringing it to you as some sort of peace offering.
Is it a finger?
No, but I'll show you. Picture. Okay. Now. Can you all see that?
Yes.
I mean,
Um,
the scale makes that cat look enormous.
Yeah, it's by the way, it's enormous. It's like the size of a fucking house. Forgot to mention that part.
Does it drop it or is it holding it?
So the cat approaches you very nonchalantly, like do 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 do, tail up in the air, dragging this squid-like thing. Its tentacles just kind of, falling behind it as it's being dragged. It's this gray colored, almost looks slimy. And the cat gets right to you and drops it at your feet. Blah. And it looks up and goes, meow.
I'm going to assume that the
Meow.
captain can hear this. And I'm going to go I'm going to poke the squid thing with the gun. I want
Okay.
this thing to jump up in my face.
And you poke it, and it just kind of, you turn it a little bit with the muzzle of your gun, and then it doesn't react at all. It doesn't look to be
I'm
alive.
assuming it wasn't alive, but I also didn't expect a cat to be bringing me a squid.
Suddenly it, boom, pops up. And with a weird squelching noise, maybe this is probably like right when you're turning around and telling people it's dead or whatever, it just scuttles and disappears under the floor.
What the fuck was that?
Where's the cat? Is the cat just sitting there? Or did the cat chase
The
it?
cat just watches it, just calmly just watches it. And both of you get some stress.
Ijiri pokes his head out. What's going on out here?
Scurried off under the floor somewhere.
Just some squid.
What?
There are at least two things on this level besides us. One of them is a cat, and one of them does not make sense.
Yeah. So I gotta pick up the cat.
Yeah, the cat completely is okay with you picking the cat up, and she'll like start purring. Oh, it's a guy. He'll be purring, and
Picking up the cat.
we'll
going
even
back
like
in
climb
here.
up on your shoulders if you let him.
So Navari overheard like the comment like we're not the only ones on here, that there was like something weird that you guys saw, and he like comes out to the door and he's like looking at it, it's like, what did you see?
It looked like a squid. Didn't talk like a squid.
What do you-
Talk like
now
a
it's-
squid.
Look like a squid, talk like a squid. Wait, no squid. It's underneath the floor somewhere now, or is this
What
like a
are you
railing
going
here?
on?
He looks like so puzzled at you, and he's like, a squid? What do you mean a squid? A squid? We're not underwater here.
Is this a hallway or like a railing?
What?
This room.
That's a hallway.
That's a
It's a
hallway.
hallway,
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm. That's the hallway where you guys are right now. Where the incident took place.
Look, Navarre, it was about this big. Its body was mostly tentacles as far as we could see,
With a giant head. And the cat was
I'll be
holding
right
it.
back.
and we don't have a better word for it right now. So for now, it's the squid.
Yes.
Well,
The cat brought it. And by the way,
I
let's
come
get
to
back-
see what the commotion is about.
Everybody back in the goddamn room.
well,
And then we'll
could
shut the
be-
door.
it could be what is causing some problems with the power here. Maybe it's responsible. Maybe it's cutting wires. Who knows what? We should try to find it. Try to-
Sorry, I missed. Did it run? Did the squid thing run away?
It like went underneath the floor, or like I don't know. Like squeezed in between. I don't know. It's gone, and it was like there, and I don't know where it could have gone.
You ever seen an octopus? Like,
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I mean, like these are supposed to be like airtight, kind of like.
no, but there's look at the picture too. There's like, exposed plating and stuff like that. It's not clean like the Enterprise or something. This is an old station that has been put together with other pieces of starships. It's not the cutting edge stuff.
Right. Less Enterprise, more first episode of Deep Space Nine.
Yes,
Right,
more
where shit's
fire-
falling apart.
More Firefly.
Yeah.
So anyway, everybody back in here, and we're gonna close the door. And who likes cats?
I'm allergic.
Yeah.
Well, it seems to like you,
Yeah, well, I can't have a
Sergeant.
cat running on my back while I'm holding a gun.
You're now his ride. He rides on top of you.
The cat kind of jumps off of you and just goes around, the other characters and rubs up against them. Tail is up.
Oh, hey there, little fella. Does he have like a collar or anything? Kind of like
No.
check him for any unusual anything.
No collar.
Okay.
But what else? What's going on now? What are you gonna do?
Did you guys find out anything while
Are there- are-
outside?
Are there any other terminals in this section, Surf?
There's nothing here. Everything's been taken. There's the map.
We can
There
see
are
they
areas on
actually
this deck.
they actually got the asteroid back here to the station, which is why we're here. But nothing after that.
Got to find the crew.
Yeah, and other areas on this deck are the engineer's office and storage.
And there's no like intercoms or anything, or would they also not be working anyway?
Not in this room, no. The intercom is down here by the VIP bay.
That intercom wasn't functional either, and what? It's obviously on a different circuit than this hollow table. I was going to see if there was anything else in here that was working. But...
Did I say it was non-functional? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it was not functional. It's just there's nobody there, you know.
Oh,
they are working though. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I was trying to check if it like was even powered up, so I
Sorry,
thought.
I may have misspoke when I give that impression, but they are non-responsive. Like they sounds like they're working.
Oh god. Alright guys, we have to decide if we're resting or not now.
Fuck off.
This is the kind of place where I feel like I might have nightmares.
Well, since Sajad did not pull the trigger, should one of you perish, the cat is a character.
Oh yeah.
Are you serious?
Hold on a second.
You can
That's
play
Captain
as
decides she's had too much of this and swallows the barrel.
I can't take it anymore.
I'm gonna run
Yes,
and die.
the cat is a character with its own, things
Tell
it can
me-
do.
I
Tell
want to
me-
see what its objectives are.
I was gonna say I want to see what its agenda is.
It's
To
gonna
rule
take
the
over the world.
Yeah.
Why is my card knock the insert plot device off of its table?
Yeah. Knock the important thing off of the thing that they're trying to fix.
It's good.
Well, what did you guys find out on the old computer while we were out?
Nothing. It's just a map.
No research records or anything?
Nothing. It just showed the new location of the asteroid. What's the number on it?
Previous entries?
No previous entries, just the current state of affairs.
Alright, what do we gotta go to now that we are now alone, knowing this?
Doesn't make any sense. There have to be records in this station. If they're not here, they'd need to be up on deck B. In
Maybe they're in
administration.
astrophysics lab right, not left.
Both right and left
These
lead
are-
to this circular hallway that is the same lab.
You never know. Let's go around. Maybe it's a.
Bunch of eggheads.
Yeah, bunch of smart guys here.
Maybe it's a different loop. Maybe it goes down. Maybe it's optical illusion.
That is
What are
not
the
how
other-
space stations are built.
Well, what are the other areas that are on this level? Like in this area, there was storage and what else?
There was a storage and office area. There was personnel airlock, and there was astrophysics.
We
And then,
should
of
go to
course,
the
assigned
office.
for the shoot. Yeah, we
Office.
should try the offices and try to climb higher up to into the administration area if there's nothing there. Whoever was here, they would have gone up into administration instead of down into the prison block, I'm sure.
Indeed. Let's get a move on.
Okay.
Time's wasting here.
Which way are you going? Okay, just go ahead and take yourself. How you getting there?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Okay.
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
When you
whoop.
get to this point here, you see that both these airlock doors are open. They were closed.
When we were in that room there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Which way did the squid thing go that you guys saw?
Down.
Under the floor.
Just when it disappeared into the floorboards, yeah.
Sorry, and just so that I can understand, which direction did the cat come from? This way that we just went,
From
or the other?
this side. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was-
So,
I was
so
on-
we're moving towards where the cat came from.
correct.
Okay, just check it.
Where the cat came from. This is where the cat brought us the squid from.
I check the air quality.
What happens when we go up here?
I mean, it seems unlikely that the cat would have been able to open the doors.
correct.
I don't know. I've seen cats open
Yeah.
doors before.
Down here's the same thing as the other hallway. It's just random, crates that are opened and emptied. These definitely looks like things have been ransacked here. Scavenged. Metal plating is torn off, exposing wires and pipes and stuff, but it doesn't really go anywhere. It's just, hallway to do maintenance in certain areas of the ship.
Okay. Did these doors make quite a noise at all? when
Not
we
really. They're like,
Okay.
tss.
So it's not something you would hear from where we were at.
No. They're pretty quiet. They might make a dull noise like doom.
All right. I guess I will cautiously lead the way through into here.
Okay. And where are you going? Where do you want to head to?
I'm scanning the room because something opened those doors up.
Right.
And I don't know, just people with flashlights just light up the room. See if we can see anything. Do we have to do an observation? Or...
To do what?
I'm just
No.
just looking. Just looking.
Yeah, just looking. That's fine.
So which way was the offices? I guess that's where we were
The
going?
offices are over here.
Should we declare exploration activity?
Yes. So you have storage on the left and the engineer's office on the right.
I'm assuming you guys want to go to the engineer's office.
If neither of these doors is suspiciously open, yes.
Before you can do that, hold on.
Holding on.
At that moment.
And who grabbed the cat? Who's got the cat?
Okay, you're fine. The cat is kind of on its own. He's following you guys, but cat is
Okay.
his own person. He doesn't need to be carried or anything.
I just want it to be with us so I don't have any other weird sounds. If there's any other weird sound, it's not the
No,
cat.
the cat is totally following you guys around. Is anybody giving the cat attention?
Sure.
Nope.
I'm petting him.
Okay. The cat is kind of hanging out with you, Jerry.
Okay, so.
All right. So inside here, this room looks to have also been ransacked. Nothing of use at all in here. There is a post-it note attached to a broken monitor.
Does it say this is broken?
No, but it says this.
Less than 3 cats.
What?
That's just the password. Come on.
Oh, less than 3.
That is a note to take, though. We might need these. I'm going to pull that.
I'm guessing
note
those
off
are the
marker.
override codes for something.
Brilliant.
Yeah. All right. You guys got a good look at it. Did you need to? I think I can open it up. I think you can access it on the journal tab too now. Let me know if you
Okay.
can.
I only see mother instructions, which is an empty thing.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. Well,
Just taking a screenshot of this real quick instead of writing them down.
yeah, if you want to take a screenshot of it or something, show it one more time. I mean, I can show it anytime you want to see it again, but it's nice to have it handy too.
Yep. Yeah, because there's even a name on there that should look familiar.
Echo.
No, Stykes.
That's Stikes.
What's Stykes? Who's that?
I don't know.
That
Back.
is...
Stykes is the one who he's the warden of the prison.
Yes. Yes.
Douglas Stykes.
Oh God, please don't let that be the override to the fucking doors into the prison.
Okay, so you're taking the scrap. You're taking the post-it.
Yes.
Taking the post-it. And
Very good.
nothing else in there? Or...
Nothing else in there. And the storage as well is completely ransacked and emptied out. This place has been gutted.
What the fuck is going on?
Again, you hear the station lurch and equalize its position again.
Well, I guess there's one place to go left here? I guess maybe not.
Well, here is the docking port.
Right.
You can see through the glass basically that it's just an airlock. There's nothing going on in there. There is an EVA pod here, like I mentioned, and parts. Down here is a personnel airlock. There are some EVA suits here. You can also recharge your air supplies here if you'd like.
Oh, yes.
Recharge in air?
Yeah, recharge the air, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
So you open the airlock.
Yeah.
Okay,
Everybody,
go ahead.
okay with
Get your air. All right. You can go
So what does that
ahead.
put us back up to 5?
Yeah.
So that's behind this door. We got it.
Yeah, which is there, and then you can the suits are there, and you could recharge the air there,
And this goes to...
and you can also go out to outer space. That's
Yeah.
the airlock.
Let's not. After we recharge.
All right. So now you're heading where? You're going up, back into the chute.
I still think up is the way we need to go. Maybe after the damage to level, they might have been trying to retreat to a smaller footprint of the station. The residence is out of air, but if the administration offices aren't where people have moved to, that should at least have some records. something that hasn't been ransacked. Hopefully.
All right, so now you are heading up to Deck C, correct?
Yep.
Oh, is it working? Is it working for everybody? If you double right click the.
It worked.
Yeah, but it may have only worked for a few of you. I don't know if it did it for everybody. Oh, it is. Okay, good. You can still do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double right click the top red.
Nice. I worked. I kind of did. I saw what kind of a maze this place is, and I think that would make it easier to go up and
Bob's
down.
coming up there.
People are going back down. What do you guys do?
I was going up and down, but I don't know if Draken and
I can't see any buttons. Like
I can see the button, but I could never. You guys left too quickly for me to click it.
Oh.
it's still there.
No, but they don't have the vision.
I don't have vision, so I can't click it.
The vision is still there.
Yeah. Don't
I
have your
still-
token selected when you do it.
I don't see any elevator buttons.
I see them, but I can't click them.
You don't see them, right? Oh,
Double
Uh,
right click, not left click.
Oh, I just started randomly clicking. I think I might have hit something.
Oh, that's what it is. You gotta double right click, not left. click.
Right click, not left.
It's double right click. I figure so it's not accidental, so you don't keep fucking doing it. All right. Let's see here. All right. What's all there? And the chute is 0 gravity, so it's very easy to go up and down. Then you hit the airlock again, and you are on Deck C, health and wellness. Would you like to know more?
Yes.
What do you want to do? Is this your stop, or are you going to keep going?
I say we check level by level.
I
Health
think
and
that's
wellness. If
sound thinking right now.
if
It would
there's
be
people,
another.
they've likely went to the first aid station, doctor's office.
It would have beds already. It would be someplace you could convert as a residence after Deck E was exposed to vacuum.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
Oh my god.
Oh my God! What?
It's another door.
It's another. Well, yeah. This is the outer airlock that protects the ship. Shoot, being compromised. It's pretty much the only way up and down. There's no elevator in this place. Like, this is the only way to get around, pretty much. There are other ladders and stuff, but you guys are in the heart of it. You know, the spire, middle section. And there's not there's not a lot of direction to go in. But when you get to the base, like the middle part, there's a lot more up and down different areas. All right, so you cycle through the airlock, and the area looks pretty clean. The first thing you see when you open this airlock here is this is a sign telling you that this is where Mother is, which is like the data core of a ship.
Fuck your mother.
Oh, and right, so you come out here, but before you step out, though, as you step into this narrow little space.
Important question: did the cat follow us up?
Yeah, the cat did follow you up. Yes.
Mr. Bigglesworth.
Okay, never mind. As you come out here, you hear the sound of like a crash, something coming from this area here.
more fun stuff.
Could check it out.
Gone up and said it was over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. And that room is marked as emergency cryo sleep pods.
Oh, hopefully it's just somebody woken up. Is the door also a push button door?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Do we leave it on this or do we go through?
You should go through.
I only say that because it's 9.
Meaning there's
But
probably something horrible on the other side of that door.
we open the door.
Okay. So you open the door, and the interior of this room has a stark difference to the rest of the interior of the ship, as we described it as this, machinery and all of, these wires and pipes and stuff. This room has that, but the corner of it, we'll say like right here, the outside right corner, that wall is completely changed and covered with some sort of
Secreted resin.
no. It is
Acid?
It's pulsing tendrils.
Oh my god.
As if imagine like a something from outside, like a sea monster with tentacles, right? Gonna crash into a hull of a ship and breached in with its tentacles and to hold itself there. And these tentacles are like pulsating, and they're all flat against the wall. And
See? Squid.
in front of it is it's still dark in here, there's a man with his back to you, lying in a fetal position. And
Is he a Muppet of a man?
you've maybe found like your first survivor
Body.
Their bulk is facing away from you, and their back is rising and falling with steady breath.
I
like they're
immediately-
sleeping.
I immediately put my helmet on.
Well, I don't think you're in the front line here. This is what
Yeah. This is
Damn it!
yeah.
What I see, I immediately put my
I
helmet
mean,
on.
we're saying that you're probably in here, but you're not the first one in here. I mean,
Fair. No, I get what you're saying.
so
Look
you
at
don't
the 2
know.
people with guns.
And it's back. It looks like he's fallen asleep. I mean, he's asleep. Like it's just kind of just sitting there, very oddly and disturbingly, just sitting there sleeping. And you step in a bit to try to get their attention. I'm sure, right? And with a low guttural moan, this dark fetal man begins to rise.
Keep our guns steadied.
His back shifting as thick tentacles spill out in front of him. You don't know what the hell you're looking at. Doesn't have arms, legs, or a head. This thing is clearly not a man at all, but rather a monstrous 7-limbed starfish.
7.
7! No, it's back. Rising to its full man-sized height,
Wasted.
it turns toward you, revealing a maw of scissor teeth surrounded by blossoming, fleshy petals. Each petal reveals what looks like a swollen eye.
Please tell me you have a picture of this horrible thing.
Something launches from the creature's mouth
Shoot
and
it.
scatters across the floor at your feet.
Was it by chance something that looked very similar
the
to that
cat.
scattered underneath the
It's a
floorboards?
it's a gnawed, fleshy skull. Spits out at you.
Excellent.
And you bet your ass is a picture of this. It's kind of abstract. It's not really, you guys are not Marines. But
Oh God.
It seems bigger than what you're describing.
Yeah, I was.
it's fully extending still, yeah.
Ugh.
But that's a mad size height.
I expected like man. So I didn't expect.
It's also the creature at the end of Prometheus that battles the engineer at the end.
Ooh.
Oh.
You should rewatch that scene just to see how fucking absolutely horrifying that thing is.
I mean, because that thing like fucks over the Prometheus.
The movies sucked. I mean, all right, I
We're-
would say they sucked, but they.
You know what?
I was disappointed originally. But
Prometheus
the
was
alien
bad. Wasn't too
design-
bad.
The alien design was great. I just loved all the new aliens. You know, a lot of people were pissed off that they didn't use the xenomorph, but I don't know. I thought that was cool. They just created something new and it was different. And very fucking disturbing. Oh god, all that shit in the Prometheus movie was the one after that. Really good alien design.
The one after that was was really bad. Prometheus, they were just shitty scientists.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the writing. I mean, that was just terrible. But
I don't like the
I love
story
the-
direction they
Was
went
it
with.
that one, sir?
I just like the design.
Yep.
Was what?
That's it.
Did you
That's
put
it.
something in?
Yeah. He put the fight. It is 100% that one.
Oh yeah.
Look, I'm doing the homework.
Yeah, that thing is horrifying. So that's what you could expect next week.
So who has the axe?
But that is the start. Yep, we are in it now.
Here goes.
We will turn to these fun adventures next week.
Yeah.
I gotta talk to you about something before you go.
Me?
Uh oh.
Yes. I told you.
Ruh-roh.
Okay. Did you make an appointment?
I did, but your receptionist is
What the fuck?
a bitch.
All right. Everybody
Okay.
out.
All right.
I'm out. See ya.
Later, guys.
Cheers. Stop
Later.
streaming. Boop.